Paddy, that's the last pre-season game we've had. I suppose talk about today first of all. What was your thoughts on that game?
It was good. It was good to get minutes. Final pre-season game. Good to get minutes under the belt, especially one or two coming back from injuries that we've been looking after. Stephen Mann and Barney McKeown. It was good to see them back on the pitch getting minutes. But I think the performance is disappointing. The scoreline, I'll tell you, it wasn't a great performance. But you know, it is pre-season, and we are coming to a conclusion now of a tough schedule. The delay in the traffic, it sort of threw everybody off. Everybody was landing at different times. We didn't know what kind of say we could start the game. We were waiting on people landing, and then it was just from a get-go. It wasn't really a great preparation. Nothing you can do. It was the same for welders, I suppose. But you know, good workout, good minutes. Disappointing with the result. It's not the most important thing in pre-season, but that's the conclusion of pre-season. So we look forward to the season now next week.
I suppose it's been for Glenavon probably the toughest pre-season we've had opposition-wise. Won 3 games, a good win against Linfield, 2 games you probably expect to win against the likes of Loughgall and Darlingstown. A couple of defeats maybe you wouldn't expect as well. What's your thoughts overall on how pre-season's gone?
We designed the pre-season programme to be as tough as we could possibly can for a reason, because that's what the Irish League will bring you. You know, it'll bring you tough games week on week. You'll see it next year. It'll be one of the most unpredictable seasons, I'm sure, of the Irish League in a long time, because of the competitive nature of the squads. Everybody's improved, everybody's got better. You know, there's been a lot of money invested into a few clubs over the last couple of years, but I think the gap with the bottom 6 and the top 6 has definitely narrowed when you look at Clivenville won in the League Cup and Dungannon won the Irish Cup. You know, so it's really tight and competitive. So we designed the programme to be like that, making sure it was tough every game we played, every training session we made high intensity, and you know, and that's what the league's about. So we're well geared for it. You know, put the day aside. I won't be a reflection of how our boys will play next year or next week. So you know, we're disappointed, surely. We're disappointed losing any game or any poor performance. But the pre-season programme was designed. They mirror what we're going to be on for next year.
Obviously, we've had double figures now in incomings and the same in outgoings, so a lot of turnover. What challenge does that present you and your coaching team?
Well, the new boys coming in, obviously it'll take them a while. They bed in and get to know the players they're coming on along with, so they know their strengths and their weaknesses, and you know that's all part of pre-season. That's all part of the first few weeks of the season. But I think when we get things settled down, whenever the players get up to speed of what we wanted them to do and how hard we want them to work and how well we want them to play, and tactics and formations and all that stuff that comes along with it. But there's going to be an exciting season for us. There's no doubt about that. And we've got exciting players. We've got good footballers, really good footballers. We've got good, hard, honest pros in there. So we've got a good mixture of what you would need get into a big season. So when things settle down and we get up to speed with things, you know, we say it takes 5 or 6 games before you find your true form in the league. You know, we want to hit the ground running next week straight away. But when we do find our feet, when these players, the new arrivals, find their feet and get the understanding of the club and the understanding of the people around them, you know, we're on for an exciting season.
Are we finished there with science?
You never know. Never say never. There's always room for improvement. And if anybody gets complacent and lacklustre and thinking that they're here for an easy ride, things can be changed very dramatically for them. You know, so. You never know. Over the next couple of weeks, the window doesn't close for another month. That can happen.